Alrighty, hey guys, Stan the Man here. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be continuing our countdown to WrestleMania 41, taking place in Las Vegas this Saturday and Sunday. So, we are almost there. And the WrestleMania that we're going to be talking about today is WrestleMania 38. This was back in 2022 in Austin, Texas at AT&T Stadium. This show was really good, really awesome, a lot of returns, and I just loved the stage itself, too. It was basic, but at the same time, it was just so gigantic. It was a giant-ass Texas star, and they'd, walk out underneath it. It was just huge. And this is the same arena where they had WrestleMania 32, where they had, an outrageous, 100,000 fans, or something like that. So, it was just huge. You know, any WrestleMania that holds 100,000 people, that's just insane. Both the ones I went to held 80, but you put freaking 20,000 more people in there, it's just crazy to even think about. So, the first match we're going to jump into is Seth Rollins versus, I don't know. So, basically, the story was Seth Rollins kept losing matches to qualify to go to WrestleMania. He couldn't win important matches. He didn't have anybody to take on. So basically they were hyping it up when John Cena was trying to face The Undertaker, but he wasn't getting an answer. So he just kept trying to call people out, win matches, and he just couldn't qualify. And that was kind of the same exact thing here. So Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, comes out, makes his grand entrance, and the lights go out, and we're wondering who it's going to be. I was thinking either The Undertaker or Cody Rhodes. And sure enough, it ends up being Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. It's crazier to think this was all the way back in 2022, that Cody's already been here a while. But anyways, it was just awesome. Cody coming out. They had him rise out of the floor. His music was going, same music that he had on the Indies. And I think, myself included, what just made this so shocking is Cody Rhodes, he wasn't an owner, but he was a big part on the board of AEW. I think he did a lot of funding for AEW and got it going on the map, but apparently Cody Rhodes didn't see eye to eye with Tony Khan, and he ended up leaving AEW. But it was just awesome to see him there, and Seth Rollins was laughing good. They had an amazing, amazing match. You would have thought Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins had a bunch of matches before this. So many close falls, curb stomps, crossroads, flag splashes off the top rope. Cody Rhodes just looked incredible in there. Seth Rollins and him put on an awesome match. And, in the end, Cody Rhodes got the victory over Seth Rollins. But, I would almost say wrestling-wise, that was probably match of the card. It was just an amazing match. And, the match was so amazing that they had 3 more pay-per-view matches after that, where Cody went against Rollins with a torn pec in the Hell in the Cell. Just Seth Rollins and the Cody Rhodes rivalry, what a great way to return back to WWE and have an amazing program/rivalry with someone like Seth Rollins. Okay, the next thing we're going to is Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. Now, what started this was Kevin Owens was just taunting Steve Austin, basically talking a bunch of shit about Texas, saying you're all just redneck hicks, stupid beer drinkers, your dumb bald-headed ass. Even Owens dressed up as Stone Cold one week on Monday Night Raw, entered the ring as Stone Cold. It was just hilarious. So basically, at WrestleMania, Kevin Owens was having the KO show, basically just, a talk show, like Miz TV. Stone Cold's the guest. And Kevin's basically asking him questions that are insulting, you think you could still kick somebody's ass? You think you would make it this long living here in a stupid state like Texas? So it ended up basically Owens was like, yeah, I want to challenge your ass to a match. And sure enough, that is what happened. And Stone Cold hasn't been at WrestleMania for 19 years wrestling. So it was definitely a surprise. And Stone Cold looked great in the match. It was crazy. I couldn't believe they were wrestling out in the crowd and Stone Cold took a backdrop onto the concrete. Just, man, I could not believe it. Owens was just getting his ass kicked by Stone Cold. But, you know, Owens was making Stone Cold look really good. And he was careful with him too, you know. Not that Stone Cold's a bitch, but, you know, he's 60 years old, so, and he retired for a reason because of his neck, so you got to be careful, but it was just awesome. Very physical match. Stone Cold hits the stunner on Owens, beats his ass, and then I remember Vince came down to the ring, Austin Theory, and Stone Cold stunned Austin Theory and Vince McMahon. You know, it was just a good way to end the night one of WrestleMania. I mean, who would have thought Stone Cold would be wrestling a full-blown match in 2022 and look like he didn't even lose a step? Alrighty, guys, and last but not least, we have Brock Lesnar defending the WWE Championship against Roman Reigns defending the Universal Championship. So this was basically winner-take-all championships. So, you know, Roman Reigns already had these titles for quite a while now, over a year. And what happened is Brock Lesnar, at the Day 1 pay-per-view, he won a Fatal 5-Way match and won the WWE Championship. And I believe that year, 2022, he also won the Elimination Chamber. And the winner of the Elimination Chamber also can face the champion. So that's how that went. But this is when Roman Reigns still had the bloodline, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and stuff like that. So it was actually a challenge for Brock because, you know, every time Brock would attack Roman, he'd have to deal with them guys and the bloodline and that. I mean, you look at SummerSlam, where Brock Lesnar goes against Roman in a last man standing match, did really good, but again, the bloodline interfered and beat the hell out of Lesnar, costing him a championship match. So anyways, they finally make it to WrestleMania. This was the main event of night 2. And this was cool because this is the third chapter they got. WrestleMania 31, they didn't get to finish it because Seth Rollins cashed in on them. WrestleMania 34, no one liked the match, neither did Brock. And this is OG God Mode Roman Reigns, so it was totally different. But, you know, it was basically like these guys always have a match. It was physical as all hell. Roman Reigns was getting brought to Suplex City. Roman Reigns was bringing it right back to him. There's one part in the match where Roman spears Brock Lesnar, but Brock wraps his legs around Roman Reigns and freaking puts him in the Kimura lock. And I remember he was really wrenching it hard, and it looked like he snapped Roman's arm right in half. Like, I remember seeing the muscle like popping out or something. It was absolutely crazy, but despite that, they keep going a few more times. I think Roman speared him like 2 or 3 times, and he beat Brock Lesnar right then and there. And, you know, it's awesome. I can see the picture in my head where Roman's holding both titles over his head, as you can see up at the top of the screen here. But I really thought this WrestleMania was one of the best WrestleManias, easily at least in the last 5 years, I would say. It was just incredible, a really good show. Stone Cold was on it. There was so much star power on this show. The main events were good. Just stage was good. There's not really much I could complain about this WrestleMania. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this WrestleMania. Comment down below what your favorite matches were, what you thought of the event overall, and just what your favorite matches were. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this. As always, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Consider subbing to the channel. And I will see you in the next video where we will be reviewing WrestleMania 39.